Here's a quick recap of Mandalorian Season 1 and what new characters and storylines to expect in Season 2. At the start of Mandalorian Season 1, we see with the destruction of the Galactic Empire after the events of the Return of the Jedi, a power vacuum has left the galaxy in disarray. Our main character is Din Djarin, aka the Mandalorian, aka Mando. The Mandalorians, a clan-based group filled with warriors bound by a common creed and code, saved him when he was a child from a separatist droid attack that happened right around the time of the Revenge of the Sith. In the beginning of the first season, he accepts a task from bounty hunter guild leader Greef Karga on Navarro, where many Mandalorian are hiding out after their people were destroyed by the Empire. He is directed to a high-ranking Imperial officer who tasks him with hunting something down. He flies to the planet Arvala-7, where he encounters a creature named Queel.
I have spoken.
As well as IG-11, a robot bounty hunter going after the same target. The target? Baby Yoda. The show will refer to him, though, as the Child. Mando stops IG-11 from killing Baby Yoda and takes him for himself. In an attempt to leave the planet, the Mandalorian finds that his ship has been dismantled by a group of the infamous Star Wars creature, the Jawas. With the help of Queel as a translator, Mandalorian agrees to complete a task for the Jawas, which ends up being the retrieval of an egg, but confronts a mudhorn in the process, which nearly kills him. But Baby Yoda reveals his powers for the first time as a young but powerful Force user. The Force, an energy field created by all living things that gives Jedi their power, is, at this time in the Star Wars universe, something more of a myth and unknown to people. After being saved, Mando shows signs of humanity for the first time as he grows emotional attachment to Baby Yoda. There is still a task at hand, and Mando returns Baby Yoda to the Imperials, receives his payment, gets a much-needed armor upgrade, but then has some second thoughts on turning over the child. He returns to the Imperial hideout and goes all John Wick on the bad guys and rescues Baby Yoda. The Bounty Hunter Guild tries to stop Mando from leaving the planet, and they pin him down. But not before Mando's fellow Mandalorians save him just in time, allowing him to escape. Mando and Baby Yoda travel to Sorgan, where they meet former rebel shock trooper Cara Dune. While on the run and in hiding, they stumble upon villagers who they eventually help train to defeat a persistent group of raiders using Imperial technology on the planet. After opting to leave Baby Yoda with the villagers, Mando changes his mind once again when a bounty hunter nearly tracks down and kills the child. After leaving the planet, Mando continues to avoid bounty hunters tracking him down as he is forced to land on the most familiar Star Wars planet of them all, Tatooine. Once again needing to repair his ship, Mando leaves Baby Yoda behind and heads inside another familiar Star Wars location, the Cantina, where he teams up with a young bounty hunter named Toro Calican. They proceed to hunt down the assassin Fennec Shand. After capturing her, the earring-wearing Calican betrays Mando, kills Shand, and tries to capture Baby Yoda, but as expected, he fails when Mando outsmarts and kills him. This episode ends with one of the series' only cliffhangers, as we see a mysterious figure with boots and spurs approach the body of Fennec Shand. Mando keeps on running, this time finding a job with a few former friends, including a man named Ran and bounty hunter Bill Burr. They board a rebel prison ship and free what turns out to be one of Mando's former rivals, who helps the bounty hunters double-cross Mando, a common theme of this season. Once again, Mando enters John Wick mode, this time with a horror twist, imprisons the bounty hunters, and captures the freed prisoner. He is once again double-crossed when he tries to return the prisoner to Ran, before reverse double-crossing Ran and the prisoner by baiting Rebel Force X-Wings into attacking the space station as he flees. Knowing the double-crossing will continue and hunting will never end, Mando takes matters into his own hands, teaming up with Cara Dune, Queel, a fixed IG-11, and a reluctant Greef Karga to put an end to everything. On Navarro, Greef Karga is gravely injured in an attack by what is essentially a space bird, but is returned to good health by Baby Yoda's newly discovered force healing powers. Grateful for this, Greef Karga actually betrays his own men, as opposed to Mando this time, as they continue on trying to take out the Imperials hunting down Baby Yoda. As they confront those Imperials that tasked them with finding Baby Yoda, guess what happens? They are betrayed as Moff Gideon, an even higher-ranking Imperial officer and key figure in the devastating Great Purge of Mandalorians, arrives with Storm and Death Troopers as they corner Mando and his crew. Back at the ship, Queel is tragically killed by Scout Troopers who capture Baby Yoda. Moff Gideon taunts Mando, Greef, and Cara Dune, where he reveals personal information about all of them, and how he has taken out many of their people, homeworlds, and more. IG-11 rescues Baby Yoda and swoops in, igniting a battle to help save the day. In the fight, a mostly successful one for the good guys, Mando is gravely injured. As Cara and Greef go underground with Baby Yoda, Mando breaks a major rule of the Mandalorians, and an important one to him personally, by removing his helmet, finally putting aside his hate for droids as IG-11 helps him recover from his injuries. On the run underground, they meet up with the Mandalorian armorer, who gives Mando a jetpack and tells him to bring Baby Yoda to his own kind. As they escape underground, our good guys are cornered by Imperial forces, until IG-11 self-sacrifices himself, freeing them. But not before Moff Gideon presses towards them in his TIE fighter for one last attack. Mando uses his jetpack and seemingly ends Moff Gideon by taking out his TIE fighter, but it is later revealed that he survived as he cuts free using the Star Wars weapon, the Darksaber. The Darksaber is the most iconic Mandalorian weapon. It was created long ago by Tar Vizsla, the first Mandalorian to become a Jedi Knight thousands of years ago. It's a symbol of power for those who would unite the houses and clans of Mandalore. The season ends with Mando blasting off into space with Baby Yoda. Here are a few characters to watch out, though, for in Season 2. Boba Fett. The beloved Star Wars character was rumored to potentially be that cliffhanger person we saw from earlier in Season 1 wearing boots and spurs. But rumors say that, regardless of the eventual reveal, former Jango Fett actor Temuera Morrison, and father of Boba Fett, is expected to play the role of Boba Fett, or even other Clone Wars animated series characters such as Captain Rex. Ahsoka Tano will be another major addition, rumored to be portrayed by Rosario Dawson, as Anakin Skywalker's former Padawan from the Clone Wars series would be one of the only remaining known Force users in the galaxy. She was last seen in the show Star Wars Rebels and will be making her live-action debut. The character Ahsoka Tano was with Sabine Wren. She is expected to be played by WWE superstar Sasha Banks, who can be seen in the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer. A Mandalorian herself, she was one of the last characters to wield the Darksaber. An item once held by Bo-Katan, another Mandalorian who fought against Moff Gideon in the Great Purge, and a character expected to show up in Season 2. A former Darksaber holder, Katan is rumored to be played in Season 2 by Katie Sackhoff. And finally, Cobb Vanth. A character from the Star Wars book series Aftermath, he's a sheriff on Tatooine in a settlement called Freetown. Could he be the mysterious character from Season 1? It's possible. Timothy Olyphant could be the one playing the role of the character that once collected the old armor of the lost Boba Fett. That's all you need to know ahead of Mandalorian Season 2. The first episode drops on October 30th on Disney+, and we will post recaps and breakdowns of every episode. Enjoy the new season, and remember, this is the way.